What up, bitches? It's the MisanthropikOne, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant/review. Today, I want to talk about this album right here. It's the latest album from Blaq Poet, titled Blaq Poet Society. If you're subscribed to me, y'all should already know who Blaq Poet is. I already did a review on his album that came out, I think in 2008, called The Blaq Print. Dope album. It was produced by DJ Premier, and I was highly anticipating this album. It's a dope album, but I felt that it was kind of be hard to top that album considering that it was produced by DJ Premier. But there's two main producers on this album, one being Stu Bangers and Van the Slice. Stu Bangers I'm a little bit more familiar with due to his work on the underground. I've mentioned him before on my channel. So once I heard that he was involved with this project, I said, okay, I could fuck with it. Van the Slice, I've heard the name before, but you know, I'm not too familiar with him. I may have heard some tracks by him that he produced by for other people, but I said, you know what, let me give it a shot. I was gonna get it anyway because I like Blaq Poet, and production wise, this shit is a banger. I really appreciate the production on here. It complements Blaq Poet's rough gangster style, and again, not to sound like a broken record, but for those who never heard of him, Blaq Poet is a MC out of Queens, New York, and he's a legendary MC. He's been around since the late 80s with the whole BDP versus MC Shan shit. He put out tracks dissing KRS, but that's old news. That's a long time ago. And yeah, that's basically what you need to know about him. That's his credentials, and that should be more than enough for you to go pick this shit up and listen to it. Let me get into some of the features on the album. You have my man R.A. the Rugged Man. Now, you know, if R.A.'s on the album, he's gonna go in. You got Jay Son from Special Teams. You have Chief Kamachi. Big up Chief Kamachi. If you don't have Clock of Destiny, you guys are fucking insane. You guys are sleeping on that shit. You got my man Vinny Paz. You got Latib. Reef the Lost Cause. You have YSP the Pimp. You got Capone from Capone and Noriega. And you got my dudes, Self-Titled and Apathy on the same track. I love fucking Self-Titled and Apathy. Props to them for being on this fucking album. Let me tell you what I like about this album in its entirety. Or what I like the most, I should say. The fact that this album plays through like a movie. It's almost conceptual how it comes off, and it's not just the audio on the CD, it's also the artwork as well. See, the artwork comes off like a promotional movie poster, and the back of the CD looks like a movie soundtrack, like those old school movie soundtracks where it's just playing, and it even says original soundtrack by Stu Bangers and Van the Slice. So I could appreciate the little shit like that, how much people put out there for the sake of art. So I like that. And also, you take the insert out, you open it up, see it comes off like a real promotional movie poster, like some shit that you would see hanging in front of a movie theater, like if this was a movie. So I could definitely appreciate that. And to continue with the conceptual shit on this album, audio wise, listen to the interludes like track 4, Charles Speaks, track 10, Bill Speaks. Basically they're talking about murder and guns and all the shit that Black Poet is rhyming about on this album. They're speaking as if they gotta catch this guy. They gotta catch this guy that is responsible for these murders, and why is there guns on the street and this and this. And, you know, it gets you fucking thinking. But let me get into some of the tracks on here. The intro again starts you off conceptually. It gives a good beginning vibe to the whole album. What can I talk about? Track 3, Butcher Shop, featuring R.A. the Rugged Man. I mean, really, at this point, I really don't even need to go into that. Track 5, Daytime Shootouts, featuring Jason and Chief Kamachi. Dope track, and that sets the tone for track 14, Nighttime Shootouts, featuring Self-Titled and Apathy. Actually, it's funny because Black Poet spits the same verse in Daytime Shootouts and Nighttime Shootouts. So if you think about it, it's basically like an old school, I guess, ode to the remix, because Nighttime Shootouts, I guess you could look at as the remix because it's featuring Self-Titled and Apathy. They're the only ones that spit in something different. One of my favorite tracks on this album that follows the concept of its own is Hood Talk, track 6. That track, Black Poet is talking about the inanimate objects in the hood as if they had a soul, or as if they could talk to you. Like the park bench has homeless people sitting on it, like it's talking about homeless people sitting on it. Or what's something that he did say in the rhyme? He's talking about how the sidewalk is pissed because it's always getting shitted on, you know, because homeless people usually would take shits on the sidewalk, and how a tree got is talking about how much it gets bucked at with shots. So that track alone, to me, does a lot for this album. Let me move on to track 7, Bushmaster Music, featuring Vinny Paz and Latib, or Lateb, I don't know how to say that. Dope track. Y'all know I'm a big fan of Vinny Paz, but again, on this track, he's going at Kanye again. And you know, well, I'm gonna make a totally different rant about that. I'm not gonna fucking turn this into a whole different fucking rant. Track 14, Nighttime Shootouts. Again, I mentioned that before. I love that track solely because Self-Titled and Apathy are on there. I mean, I love Black Poet too, but those two, forget about it. Props to the demigods, by the way. But all in all, I love this album. It's a dope album. Guys, go pick it up. My rating of it, I give it an 8 to 8.25 out of 10. It's definitely worth the listen, especially if you're into hardcore gangster rap. You won't be disappointed by this album. And shit, that's all I gotta say. Props to Stu Bangers, props to Vanderslice. Also, I forgot to mention DJ Question. He did the cuts on this album. Props to DJ Question. You know I got mad love for you. And props to Black Poet. That's it. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. And that's it. Peace, bitches.
niggas do.